we've got a Superman Man of Tomorrow confirmed Lex Luthor's suit. Now, I know this is old news, but I don't know a lot about it. I don't really follow. The only DC news I follow is Batman. You know, I do like Superman, I really do, but I don't know a lot about him. But this is by Cosmic Wonder, obviously, so make sure you can subscribe to his channel because he helps a lot with all Marvel news, DC, superhero news in general. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We're nearly at 5k. We're like, I think halfway there. I'm trying to build my videos, do more videos and more reactions. So comment down if there's any reactions you want me to do. And yeah, let's get it.
Gunn recently teased us that he was working on a Superman sequel. Just a month ago, somebody asked him if it's true that he's preparing for the next installment within the Super family, as in Superman, Supergirl, etc. And in true James Gunn fashion, he responded with, "I'm actually past preparing and well into writing." And today he came out and made it official. He has officially announced Superman Man of Tomorrow, coming July 9th, 2027. Just 2 years away. Not even 2 years away, less than 2 years away. And in between, we have another installment of the Super Family, Supergirl, and we have the Clayface movie. So DC fans are eating incredibly well right now. Now, James Gunn also teased what this movie is going to be about, at least for the main villain, as he posted a picture with his announcement of Superman next to Lex Luthor in his war suit, which we will definitely dive into, as well as some other DC updates that James Gunn has recently given us. And as far as Supergirl is concerned, I will say that 2 different insiders have heard and publicly stated that they have heard Supergirl is great. This is coming from the insiders Daniel RPK and Jeff Snyder. So we're already hearing great things about Supergirl. They're already doing test screenings, which makes a lot of sense. They did this for Superman as well. And Superman, in my personal opinion, turned out great. I love that movie. It's the #1 superhero film of this year, clocking in just a little bit over 600,000. No, it's not $1 billion movie, but it is a great success for DC, so much that we're already getting Superman 2, which also means they probably have a lot of faith in that Supergirl film as well. Also, this could be why they dropped the Woman of Tomorrow title from the Supergirl movie, because they planned on making this sequel to Superman, and he planned on calling it Man of Tomorrow. And with James Gunn's tease about Lex Luthor in his war suit, I think we can deduce that Lex Luthor is once again going to be the main villain of the next Superman movie. However, it looks like there's going to be quite a difference this time. While Lex Luthor was kind of sitting on the sidelines as far as the actual fighting is concerned in the latest Superman film, setting up a whole system to give commands to the clone of Superman / the Hammer of Baravia. But this time, with James Gunn teasing his war suit, which he did actually tease about 2 weeks ago when asked by Josh on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast if Lex would ever don his war suit in the DCU, he stated, "We still got plenty of time, man. We see the early prototypes of that suit," which means his war suit is going to be derived by something that we've already seen in this past Superman film. I'm assuming the Hammer of Baravia suit, which before the film even came out, when we saw the trailer, some people even thought, oh, it's Lex in that suit. He makes the suit so he can go head to head with Superman, because otherwise, of course, he couldn't. So even though there are many different versions of the war suit in the comics, whether you're looking at pre-crisis, post-crisis, it seems like James Gunn is simply going to do his own thing and link it to the first Superman film, which does make a lot of sense. I do think James Gunn really does ride a great line of having comic references and being comic accurate while also introducing his own originality to a lot of his films, especially superhero films. And I mean, there's a few versions that we can probably rule out pre-crisis when he gets it on the home planet of Lexor. That's probably not going to happen unless they did something crazy. And he's probably not going to get the war suit that was built on Apocalypse. Now, he could somehow get some Kryptonian power armor, but that might depend on what happens in Supergirl and how connected it is to Superman's story and Earth. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But most likely, it's going to simply be a suit of his own design, especially since James Gunn teased that we get a glimpse of it in Superman. So again, I'm assuming it's going to be somewhat like the Hammer of Baravia's, except it's going to be Lex in the suit.
That was solid news. Yes. So we've got great news for Superman. You know, the first one that we saw was pretty good. You know, I really liked it. I can't wait for Superman 2, especially Lex's suit. You know, it's going to be really. Hopefully they do. James Gunn, he'd probably do it. He'd probably do great. Because he did Guardians really well. He did the trilogy for Guardians. So if he does a trilogy of Superman, I think he'll do really well. But yeah, DC's coming up, bro. DC's coming up. We got Supergirl, Clayface, Batman 2, Superman 2, and probably more to come, like maybe the Justice Society, Justice League, maybe, I don't know. But DC's cooking so far, but Marvel still got it up there. We've got Doomsday, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Vision, Secret Wars, and then I think we've got an X-Men movie coming soon, so fingers crossed that we get a Marvel vs. DC movie in the future. That would be great. But yeah, subscribe, like, and let's get it, boys.